All right, men, welcome to today's episode of Strong Men, Strong Marriages, the top 3 ways to care for yourself to be a better husband and father. So, a lot of times, at least for me, as I've been thinking about this stuff lately, um, we kind of expect our wife and maybe our kids even to take care of us in certain ways. And maybe we express that, maybe we don't. Um, but look, we all need to be taken care of. The thing is, a lot of that we can and probably should be doing for ourselves so we don't present to our wife in like a childish way. So we're going to talk about how to do that today. How do we take care of ourselves so that we can show up as great husbands and fathers? My name is Mike Frazier, MD. I'm a psychiatrist and marriage coach. I help high-achieving Christian men have more intimate marriages. So Women's from guys in our program, the Strong Men, Strong Marriages program, guys are spending more time together with their wives. Super fun, going on dates, enjoying time together, having good, important conversations, laughing, having fun, also having the deeper things, problem solving. Guys are just feeling more solid and confident in themselves, which is a huge one. A little bit what we're talking about today. Guys are replacing negative patterns with positive patterns. For example, instead of sulking when your wife says no to sex, being able to take care of yourself in your emotions and be able to still connect with your wife. For me, just kind of seeing this, having this realization and spending a little more time in self-care has been really, really good. So a lot of us as high achieving guys, we go about trying to be a better husband and father by just doing stuff. Do. Take care of stuff. Do more, push yourself, right? Cook for your wife, clean for her, provide, take care of the kids, try to listen, try to understand your wife, learn these skills, serve my wife, okay? And so it's just action, do. But eventually it doesn't work because you tire out. We talk about the mosquito cycle where we're kind of expecting something back. There can be some of that. But even if, let's say that you don't really have that, you're not necessarily expecting something back from your wife, you're going to get tired anyway because you can't just keep going and doing. Typically, you eventually get resentful because a lot of times what we're doing, when we're taking care of our wife or our kids, especially our wife, in the way that we kind of think she wants to be taken care of. Maybe we haven't clarified with her how she wants to feel taken care of. We're a lot of times serving her how we want to be served ourselves. So like if we're cleaning for her, maybe that means we like her to clean. If we're cooking for her, maybe that means we like her to cook. If we're trying to give her a hug, maybe we appreciate that she gives us a hug. If we're writing her a note, maybe that means that we would like for her to write us a note. So, yeah, eventually if we keep doing that, we can get resentful because we're like, man, I'm doing all this for you. You're not doing anything for me. Because look, eventually you want to be taken care of too. And that's normal and it's natural and it's fine. And that was kind of the big realization for me this week was that, Elizabeth and I feel like both came into the marriage because of the way we've been brought up, kind of looking for the other person to take care of us. Kind of like a parent should take care of a kid, that kind of taking care of in a way. We want someone to do a good job of that, be there for us, take care of us. And the truth is, we did a pretty good job of that in some ways. Early in the marriage, we did try to take care of each other in those ways. But also the truth is, in some ways, we didn't really. And we had lots of hard things happen and went through a lot of difficulty. And both of us didn't do a particularly good job taking care of each other in that way, kind of like a parent would take care of a kid. Now, the tricky part is that's not really a spouse's job to take care of their spouse like they would take care of a kid. But for a lot of us, that's kind of what we're looking for, is for some caretaking. And so it's finding that balance, right? It's figuring out, okay, like what part of caretaking is my job to take care of, like a little kid part that needs to be taken care of, and what part is an adult relationship part that, yeah, there is some taking care of each other, serving each other, doing nice things for each other that we can and should expect to go back and forth as part of a marriage and romantic relationship. So, but the main point is like, the solution is not to just get over it. It's not to say, oh yeah, I came in with some needs or I don't want to be needy. Yeah, I hear that from a lot of guys. And if you listen to this podcast for a while, this is going to be different than how I used to believe and think about it. Like you should never be needy. You should never need anything. I don't think that's true anymore. I think it's trying to distinguish like okay, what are kind of these childish needs, kind of like these things that, okay, like that's a younger me part that needs me to take care of it, not my wife. And what are kind of adult normal relationship needs that we need from each other, okay? So trying to distinguish, what kind of energy am I coming at this with? Is it a more childish energy? So like passive aggressive, that's always childish energy, okay? So like if you, again, like you ask your wife for sex, she says no, you go pout in the corner, that's childish energy. So that childish energy needs to be taken care of by you, not your wife, okay? If, on the other hand, you come to your wife and you're in an adult energy about sex and you're saying, hey, yeah, sex is important to me. I want that to be part of a relationship. How can we work together and make that good? That's adult energy, and that's expressing a need in an adult way, okay? And so that's fine, right? So you guys have that discussion, you're coming in that good place, great, okay? So yeah, just try to distinguish that for yourself. Am I in this pouty little kid energy? If I am, that's my job to take care of, not my wife's, okay? So again, the solution is not to get over it. It's not to say, okay, I shouldn't have any of those childish needs and I'm done with that. Okay. It's also not to serve your wife more. Well, I just need to forget myself and go to work. That was a phrase from the church I grew up in. Forget yourself and go to work. Okay, kind of, yeah, but also, it's not a long-term solution because that younger you needs to feel like someone is taking care of them. And that should be you. It should be me for my younger kids. It should be you for your younger kids. Okay. So again, the solution, it's not to get over it. It's not to forget yourself. It's actually to take care of yourself more. Okay. And also, like we said, have your wife take care of you, but distinguishing, okay, which one is that younger me need that I need to take care of? Am I acting, and the biggest clue is, am I acting in a childish way? Am I pouting? Am I kind of throwing a tantrum here? Okay. If I am, that's my job to take care of, not my wife's. I need to take care of that. Okay. But if you can distinguish, okay, actually I'm coming from this kind of a good place. Like Elizabeth and I just had a little message over text that was like, hey, one of the ways I feel taken care of in the marriage is if you can plan and make the meals. That helps me feel taken care of, makes me feel good. Okay, that's coming from adult energy. It's something I like. Would a younger kid probably like that too? Sure, but that's okay. There can be overlap. It's more the energy you come with to it. But I could have come with that in a childish energy. I could have been, well, I always make the meals and you never make them, and that makes me mad, right? Childish, okay? Or I could just identify, hey, this is something important to me. Would you do that for me? Make a request. I would love it. Make a request. Adult energy, right? That's fine. Ask your wife to take care of you in that way from adult energy. Don't try to ask her to take care of you from child energy, okay? So again, like what we're trying to do in the relationship is determine, all right, like what is the relationship needs? What is important to my wife? Love languages is a good way to think about it. Maybe she doesn't really love physical touch. Maybe she prefers a gift. That really lights her up. So you learn to speak that language. You give her a gift because that's something that she likes, right? For you, maybe you like quality time more. So you express to her, hey, I just love it if we had some time together. So that's a conversation to have that can come from an adult energy, right? And again, this is the kind of the tricky part because a kid too likes to be held and have food made for them and likes to have time spent with them, right? And likes a present. So there's going to be overlap. It's just like what energy you're coming to in it. Is it childish energy? Is it adult energy? Okay. So talking about how to care for that kind of child energy. Right, so here's the top 3 ways that I've found lately that have been really helpful for me. Number 1, recognize the younger you. So a good way to do this is to kind of think back about the very earliest time when you felt rejected or not enough or neglected or not cared for, or maybe just overwhelmed with responsibility you shouldn't have had. A parent maybe putting too much on you, a parent neglecting you, a parent not being there, a parent getting angry at you, hurting you maybe. Okay, so try to think, okay, how old was I when that happened? And really just imagine that younger you, okay? So, okay, let's say that younger me is like 7, 8. That's like where mine's at. So, and then just actually picture that younger you. And then kind of have conversations with them. Hey, man, how are you doing? Yeah, that was hard. Tell me what happened. How can I be there for you? Give that younger you a hug. I've been like giving myself a hug lately. It sounds weird, but it actually has really helped to feel like I'm taking care of that younger me. I mentioned driving remote control cars. That's something that's been really good. So yeah, this has been like a huge benefit for me. I'm putting it as number one because I think a lot of this, when we come to our wives in an energy that is childish, she doesn't want to deal with it, right? Because she shouldn't, because she doesn't need another kid, right? Your job to take care of that. You do have a younger you inside of you, but it's your job to take care of him, okay? Not your wife's job. So do that, okay? So again, I'd say that's number one. Identify that younger you, spend some time with him, talk to him, have fun with him, play, right? Talk, listen. Be the type of parent that you wish that younger you would have had to him, okay? So that's number one, way to take care of yourself. Number two, get into nature with God. Okay? So being in nature, man, brings a lot of peace, calm. It's a time to talk to God. You get out there by yourself. You can also combine it with exercise to do 3-in-1. I've been getting out doing runs, doing this like zone 2 cardio that's like not that taxing. It's kind of a time you can be sort of thoughtful. You're not really pushing it too hard. Good for fat burning too, good for cardio. But yeah, being out in nature, there's this grounding energy, like the vibration, the frequency of the earth. It's like 7.83 hertz, called the Schumann resonance. It's also close to the alpha wave brain wave frequency, which is a state of open relaxation, kind of where meditation gets you. So just being out there, it just connects us to God in a really cool way. Also, just seeing you're participating in God's creations, you're seeing the stuff God's made, and you're like, man, yeah, God made these things. He's there for me. He's got me. It just feels good. It feels good to be out there. Lots of evidence that helps for mental health too. So again, taking care of your you, number one. Number two, get out into nature with God. And number three, physical exercise. So for me, I'm following this guy lately that really has these three pillars: strength, endurance, and mobility, or straight cardio and mobility, which I really like. I think, balancing those three, working it all through each of those three areas, it really brings a good balance to training, kind of that yin and yang energy. So strength, more yang energy, push in, right? Push yourself hard. Cardio, the way he has it set up is really a balance. Like that zone 2 really isn't pushing that hard. It's almost more of it's not totally relaxation, but it's definitely not like killing yourself doing it. And mobility, definitely all on that yang energy, opening, stretching, flexibility, right? That's yang energy. That's receiving, open, okay? So doing that balance in your own, care for your body, it's a really good way to care for yourself and balance that, all of that, right? It also just helps you have more energy for your days as a husband, father, at work, all of that. Okay, so in summary, we all need someone to take care of us. We do, okay? You need it, I need it, someone needs to take care of us. But again, it's kind of distinguishing, okay, is this need kind of like a childish need? And if it is, it's not your wife's job, it's your job to take care of that. So take care of yourself, right? Top 3 for me: recognizing younger me, taking care of him, going to McDonald's, getting that Happy Meal, getting some ice cream, getting into nature, and then exercise. Those are my top 3 right now, and ones I would definitely recommend to you to take care of yourself. And then ask your wife, right? If you're like, okay, this is coming from adult energy, here's something I'd really like from my wife. Spend more time together, talk a little more, ask about my days, make some meals for me, have sex more often, right? You can come from that with an adult energy, right? You both need and want things from each other. That's normal. That's part of being in a relationship. You just want to make sure you're not coming from it from that younger you, childish energy. I need this from you because you don't take care of me. You don't care about me. Okay, that's childish energy. You need to go take care of that. Okay, then you can come back and say, okay, now that I've kind of took care of that younger me need, what do I need from adult energy from my wife? Okay. So come do this with us. Learn how to take care of yourself and take care of others well in Strong Men, Strong Marriages. We'd love to have you. Visit strongmen.io or click the link in the show notes. Join our email list. Our group program opens once a month. We also have an intensive program open to guys who are willing and able to invest about 5 figures into really going intense into doing some of this younger you work, doing daily coaching accountability so you can make progress faster. So if that's of interest to you, you've got 5 figures plus to invest. Come on over, strongman.io, fill out an application. Otherwise, join our email list and join our program at the end of the month. All right, stay strong in God, man, and we'll see you next episode.